Hello and welcome to my computer science AI video. In this video, I'll be showing you all of the functionalities of my event management web application. This is the next page, so the first page that is visible to the public. It features simple buttons that redirect to the different static pages, a Google Maps integration of the location of the club, and a responsive design as for all of the other pages used in this application. If we, for example, click on the events button and click on the logo, we will be redirected to the home page. This is the case on all pages that include the logo. If we click on the sign up button, we will be redirected to the sign up page. Here we can create an account by filling in the form with the necessary information. If a user already has an account, they can click here on login to be redirected to the login page and to go ahead and create a test account to show what normal users would see. For security reasons, I implemented a Google reCAPTCHA that needs to be solved. Sometimes it needs the user to solve a normal reCAPTCHA. Sometimes it also accepts a single click on it. This decision is random and not configurable. After clicking on the register button, the account will be created and an email will be sent to the email address that was provided, and we will be redirected to the login page. As you can see, we are now on the login page, and the success banner tells us that the account has been created successfully and that we should check our inbox. If we now check our inbox and refresh, we can see the registration email received by the club. It tells us that our account has been created. Going back, now we can log in with the credentials used at the registration. Users have, again, the option to switch back to the sign up page if they do not have an account yet. Also, we have a forgotten password feature, which I'll be showing in a moment. After logging in, the user will be redirected to the homepage and can proceed with joining events, editing account information, and more, which I will cover in more detail in a bit. Back to the password forgotten feature. Let me click on logout here and click on the forgot password link. We will be redirected to the reset page. Here we can enter our email address, a link with our account. If we enter an email address that is not in the database, it will show us an error banner. Let's say test123, this one. This email does not exist in our records. If we enter the right email, it will show us that a password reset link has been sent to our email, and that we may close the window now. If we check our inbox, there's the password reset email with a password reset link. If we click on it, it will redirect us to the reset page again and tells us that we can enter our new password. Passwords are set to expire in an hour, and if we, for example, delete a B here, so make an invalid token, enter an invalid token, it will show us that an invalid or expired token was used. If we go back and click on the reset link, we can now enter a new password and reset the password. If we now log in again, we are back on the homepage. Now we have gone through the homepage, sign up page, login page, and the password forgotten page. Next, I'll be showing the functions for all public users. If we go back again to the account page, here we have the account settings page. Here we can change all of the information that we already entered at the registration. For example, username, name, email address, and password change. For security reasons, for the password change, we first need to enter our old password and then the new password. If the old password is wrong, let's say 1234, it will show us an error banner that the old password is incorrect. An account, a username and email address always needs to be unique. So if we go, for example, admin24, which is already used, it will also show us that the username is already taken. We have the option to log out and delete account. If we click on the delete account button, it will open up a browser site notification and ask us if we are sure to delete account and that the action cannot be undone. Moving on to the events page, here we have the we can see the active events that we are able to join. If we click on the join button, it will pop up the model for it, and we can click on join, and it will tell us that the event we have joined the event successfully. We will also get an email, a confirmation email. There we have it, with an overview of the details. If we now try to join the same event again, it will tell us that we already joined this event. Joined events can be viewed in the My Events page. Here we have here we can cancel the event, and a badge indicates if the event is active or canceled by the host. If it's canceled by the host, we are not able to cancel it. If we cancel it now, it will pop up again, browser site notification if we are sure to cancel the event. If we cancel it now, it will show us in success banner that the event was canceled successfully, and will show us will update the events list. If we now go to our inbox, we can see the event cancellation notification. Moving on to the admin dashboard, we need to first log out and then use the admin credentials, which will redirect us to the admin dashboard. Here we have the main page, 3 options, 3 tabs. We can click on more to go to the specific page, the tab, and the first tab is the events tab. Here all staff and admins can filter events by all events, upcoming events, and finished events. And all staff and admins can create a new event by clicking on this button and filling in the information. You can select the dates, the time, and select the host. And the status is by default always active. And we can create the event. The list was updated automatically. And now we have the option to edit it. Let's say this. And here we also now have the option to activate it or cancel it. We send the changes. It will show us the event updated successfully. We can also delete the event, and a browser site notification appears and tells us if we are sure to delete the event. We can click on OK, and the list is updated automatically. Moving on to the staff tab, here we can here we can see all of the staff entries and the admins indicated by a badge. And we can create a new user, by just filling in the form. And then select the role. We have the customer, staff, and admin role. Customers are only able to see the account page and the My Events page, and are not able to access the dashboard. Staff are able to access the dashboard, but only the events page, which I'll be showing in a moment. And admins are able to see the dashboard without any restrictions. Let's say staff. The user will be appended to the bottom. Admins are always on the top, and staff are appended to the bottom. The same system is also implemented on the customers tab, but here it only shows the customers. If we now log out and use and use a staff account. This is the view of a staff account. We staffs are only able to click on the events page and are able to create an event, but only select themselves for security reasons. And they're also not able to edit the events that are hosted by other users than themselves. Also, here on the first page, the more two buttons for staff and customers are disabled, so staff can only access the events page to create or edit events. Lastly, all users and admins can click on the logout button and end the session.